All right, guys, welcome back to Intentionally Unintelligent, episode 25, The Neighborhood Sit Down. Today we have very special guests. We have our boy John Scafiddi back in the building.
What up?
And we have another very special guest. We have somebody running for Brooklyn Borough President. We got Janine Acquafredda. How are you?
Good, how are you?
So this is an opportunity to kind of let your constituents get to know you a little bit better. Keep it light, very simple questions, about you growing up in the neighborhoods.
Okay.
And James is going to get us going with the questions. So
All right. Question number one. What do you feel is the biggest problem in Brooklyn right now, and what are you going to do to change it?
This is straight on you. Spotlight.
Crime is the number one problem. And what am I going to do about it? Well, if you don't know, Brooklyn Borough President has like virtually no power. But I'm going to use my voice. We have a big voice, a big platform to basically change the laws. Those bail reform laws, they got to go. I have a whole idea of how I want a police force that is proactive and not reactive. So I want to go back to the days where cops are on the beat in the community, like walking up and down, like prevent crime, like don't let it happen. So I'm a big public safety person. It's the number one thing on my platform. So if we can't control our crime, nothing else matters. So that's the most pressing thing, and that's the first thing I'm going to work on is public safety.
Yeah, I've noticed that in New York and all these major cities, Chicago, San Francisco, the crime is elevated beyond belief, and they do absolutely nothing to fix it.
Nothing.
And they don't feel like it's a problem until people are getting shot and killed on subways and burned. And when people want to enforce the law, they somehow label them as
racist, elitist, what else?
Sense.
Bigots, whatever. I don't know when wanting to be safe became like such a bad thing, but it
Especially
has.
in a place where it's expensive to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's expensive. All those places you mentioned, here, San Francisco, Chicago, but we only really care about here, right?
Yeah.
It's still expensive. I pay almost $3,000 for a two-bedroom in Mill Basin.
Yeah.
I was out in East Flatbush yesterday, and the people were like, we need more cops. We need more cops. And the thing is, like, we don't mind the expense if we have a good quality of life.
100%.
Like, I don't mind spending $3,500 on a one-bedroom if my streets are clean, I'm safe, bars are open, restaurants are open. Like, I will pay, but you don't want to pay all this money and then have nothing.
You still got to worry
This
about
is like
where
a
you walk.
double-edged sword because when Brooklyn gets gentrified for people like us, it's a good thing and a bad thing because we're kind of getting forced out. However, so Bedford-Stuyvesant used to be a terrible neighborhood.
Yep.
So
Crime
is
was
Red Hook.
everywhere. So what they did is they loaded the area with police officers. They overloaded it. Their businesses started coming in. So those individuals that own the brownstone houses in Bedford-Stuyvesant, they're millionaires now.
Yep.
And that could happen to lower income communities. You make it safer, you make crime go down, businesses move in. It's just common economics. And then they just don't, they find a way to keep these people down, I feel like, 4 votes.
Well, like she said,
Absolutely.
with getting more cops in there, one thing, like walking the beat is like a great thing because it gets them like inside the
We
community,
don't
which is great.
necessarily need more cops.
But
We need more cop presence.
We need presence. We also need the community to feel like they are involved with the
Absolutely.
cops in a positive
Not
way.
against-
Exactly.
not against them,
Because
yes.
everything is always like a negative spin on cops. And I'll say the first one: there's good apples and there's bad apples in every job in this world, and being a cop is no different. But every single time you see anything about a cop, it's always a negative spun story.
Because that gets people votes.
Yep. It's all about
Absolutely.
the
It's
control.
all
you
about
need
the
a
votes.
positive
Control.
presence.
The
You
other
need
thing
well-trained
is-
cops and you need positive presence.
Absolutely. And I probably say exactly what you just said on my website. The thing is, if there's a problem, politicians have jobs.
Yeah.
So they are creating more problems than they're fixing so that they stay employed.
It's very true.
All right, let's go to question number 2. What would be the first thing you do as borough president? Is that your
Public safety.
That's your public safety
Yeah.
number 1.
I would just go after that. It's interesting because back in the day, you used to know which neighborhoods to go to and which neighborhoods not to go to. But now it's just all over. Because of things that politicians have done, there is no safe neighborhood. There isn't. So we've got to clean up the streets. Otherwise, nothing else. It's like, let's get a good foundation and build from that. Public safety is the foundation.
I grew up in the neighborhood pretty much my entire life. And for a long time, for years, I said, where is Brooklyn? I feel like it's just gone completely. Then I traveled over to like Mill Basin, Rockaway, Bergen Beach, places like that. And I was like, wow, like I couldn't believe it. Like I told John last week, I went to Silver Gull Beach Club.
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
I've never been there, actually.
It's so sick. And I went in there and it was like people I've seen when I was like 9. And I said, you guys are still around? I thought everybody moved. They're like, no, that was just Bensonhurst, Gravesend, and Dyker
You guys
Heights.
should have been at were you in Williamsburg for the Giglio Festival?
No.
Okay. That was old school
It's nice.
in Williamsburg.
Like, have you seen the 18th Avenue Feast? Like,
yes, of course. But it's not the same anymore.
It's horrible
That's what
now.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this.
I really haven't been in years.
I was at the Third Avenue Stroll Friday, and it was great.
Old
was
school.
great.
It was great.
Third Avenue
It was great. It was
great.
packed. The place, Cebu was packed. All these places
Cebu
were packed.
was
It really
packed.
felt like there's a bunch of new restaurants. You got the Corner, Brooklyn Root. Shout out to them. Holbrow's not new, but you get it. Tarina.
Tarina's
Like all
a
these
new spot.
places were
Tarina's new,
fucking
haven't been there.
slammed. You
But
know
here's
what I
the
mean?
problem. Here's the problem. Because I'm walking around, I'm handing my stuff out. I have like a whole, I don't know if you guys saw, a whole entourage. And the first thing I ask is, you live in Brooklyn, right? No.
No.
So everybody was out. Old school was like representing, but I would say 40% of the people,
Maybe even
Traveled
less.
there. Just
Maybe
'cause it's
even
a-
less.
yeah,
Now
from
only-
Staten Island, Long Island, New Jersey.
Well, the problem is a lot of Staten Island's from Brooklyn. So
Yeah, but
everyone
they
moved
can't
there,
vote
so
for
now
you,
they
right?
want to go
no,
there.
they cannot vote for me.
You have to be a Brooklyn resident to vote for the Brooklyn Borough
Yes.
President. I mean, it makes sense.
That's where the problem lies because so many
everyone
people
left.
moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people like you who is beyond a good candidate is like at such a disadvantage in New York. It's the same thing for the mayoral race.
Yep.
We obviously know without saying names who the best candidate for this position is in New York City.
Yep.
It's common sense.
Oh, we don't say names here?
I mean, we really
Well,
could.
we could, honestly.
We can't say who you voted for, who you voted for.
I'll just
I'm
put it as
voting for Curtis.
I'm a conservative.
Vote for Curtis.
Vote for
know?
Curtis.
Yeah,
Curtis, we
Is
love
this
you,
whole
Curtis.
table voting for Curtis?
Absolutely.
There we go. Next question.
Curtis.
Love Curtis.
I said, love you,
You know,
Curtis.
and like I said, I just feel like society just makes it so they could label you, like you said, a racist or you're this or you're that. It's like, no, we're just about order and normalcy and our culture. What's wrong with that? If every neighborhood could have their own culture, which is a beautiful thing. Because
I
back
love
in the
it.
day when we were kids, if we wanted soul food, we would go to the soul food neighborhoods of Bed-Stuy and Brownsville and stuff like that. And if they wanted Italian or Irish or whatever, they would come to Bensonhurst, Gravesend. Why is it so bad that to like keep a neighborhood culturally?
The Democrats.
It's actually
Said
Speak
that.
up.
it's actually
John,
what
there you
makes
go.
New York.
Speak up, buddy.
It's what makes New York New York.
It's a melting
Where
pot.
else can you go where you can? I literally can go from neighborhood to neighborhood and have a completely different experience.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
amazing.
But they want to destroy that. They really do. I mean, downtown Brooklyn is starting to look like Dubai. Have you guys been down there?
yeah.
It's like glass tower, glass. I mean, it's like what?
But it's
ugly.
also our own fault because we see green money come in and we sell at the highest price and we all leave.
Well, that's how gentrification
Places like
starts.
Rockaway and all those other places, they don't sell. They stick together as a community. You can't even park over there
If you want to
don't live
buy
there.
in Breezy
Love
Point,
it.
do you
Yeah.
know what you have to do to buy in Breezy
to pass a
Point? You
board.
got to have like 50% down, first of all. You got to pass a board. You got to prove you're Irish or some shit.
Oh my
You know?
God.
Then you
That's
gotta-
against the wall.
I don't know about proving you're Irish, but you get what I'm saying. You could, if they don't want you to buy here, you can't buy here, and that's it. It's just like simple.
I
as
mean,
that.
Florida's the same way.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't just buy property in Florida. You have to get approved by a board. If you buy like a condo or something like that, I'm almost positive they have to give approval and meet you
Oh,
and know who you are.
absolutely.
What's wrong with that?
before-
What's wrong with vetting somebody that's moving into a place? What if they're out of their minds?
we're not basing it on race or ethnicity or
No,
religion.
no,
we're
no,
basing it
we're
on you.
Credit score.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Credit score. Yeah, that's it. But I would tell you this: I don't know if you've done any like grassroots in Mill Basin, in Bergen Beach, in Marine Park. You should. 'Cause
I was
it's
in Marine
very
Park on
conservative
Sunday.
and very red over there for sure.
I was in Marine Park on Sunday. I almost passed out from the heat. It was.
yeah.
It was. But you know what I love about Marine Park? I don't have to go up so many steps. Like some neighborhoods,
there's
forget
no
about it.
buildings.
I'm like
Yeah.
going up 30 steps to get to their first floor.
You're going to work out that day.
Yeah, no.
You're not
Marine
planning
Park
right
was
into
good. I'm going to be in Gerritsen this
Go to
weekend.
Sheepshead Bay, man. Beach.
Wait, I think I've been in Sheepshead Bay.
John, she's going to Gerritsen.
I'm going
going to
everywhere. I'm going to
Gerritsen.
Gerritsen
You got it.
Sunday.
Amazing. I got
Bergen Beach, I'm having a fundraiser at Pizza d'Amore, I think,
Pizza d'Amore.
in
Frankie's
August.
Frankie's my boy.
So like I'm all over.
yeah,
I'm
I
all
love
over.
that.
I want to come to the fundraiser at Sirico's. I haven't
Yeah.
been there since
Oh.
New
I used to work at
Year's.
Sirico's.
You did?
Yeah, me and my brothers, we all worked there.
That's my first big ticket fundraiser. So that's August 5th.
Do I have to wear a suit?
You can wear whatever you want. There's going to be a DJ.
Space
Actually,
Jams.
a DJ from South Brooklyn.
Sweet
a
16,
DJ from
2006.
Canarsie.
Is his name DJ Riz?
Flash, I think Jojo Flash.
It's fine.
Flash
Gosh,
and
I hope I
Riz.
got
If he's
that
from
right.
the neighborhood, it's fine.
Yeah, he's from the neighborhood.
So I want to know, what makes you different from any other politician running? You say you're not a politician. But
Well, I'm
what
not a
makes you
politician,
different?
and there's only one other person running,
But
and
what makes
he's a
you,
socialist.
What makes you different than anyone else that wants to throw their hands in the ring? What sets you apart?
Well, I'm not a politician. You'd be surprised. These people that run local government, they're career politicians. So they were an aide to somebody, and then when their boss phased out because of term limits. Then they got the seat and they stayed there for their max. So it's almost like a mafia. Mm-hmm. Local politics in New York City is like a mafia.
Yeah.
It's very hard to break in. So I'm going to say that what makes me different is that I am not a politician. It really is. Now I'm in the political arena, but I'm a businesswoman. So I'm coming to the table with a completely different way of thinking. Like politicians have no idea what like a real life experience is on the outside. They don't.
They look like robots.
Many of them don't even own
like
homes because they don't believe in it. Mm-hmm. They don't own businesses. They've never tried to open a business and run it and have to deal with all the red tape and the fines and bureaucracy and all that. They, I don't feel like they have like any sort of worldly knowledge
real life experience.
Exactly. A lot of them have never even applied for a job or had an interview. They've been elected. It's crazy.
I mean, you can say that about like a lot of our presidents. People that actually get elected president of the nation don't have a lot of life experience. They're born.
The only businessman we have is in the office right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we totally think a different way, and it's a great way of thinking. Like, you're a business owner, right? When you start your business, you start with nothing, and sometimes you're alone, and then sometimes you make money, and then sometimes some weeks you don't. You learn how to budget. You know how to be very resourceful. You know how to make things happen.
You got to
with
hustle
very little
all the time.
Exactly. And New York City is a hustle and a grind.
Yep.
How can you be a career politician and understand your people?
It's a good point. Because you're right. When you start a business, you say you start with nothing, and you do. But no, you start with your community.
Yeah.
That too.
The one
You
thing that
build
I don't
within your
understand
community.
about and I'll say it, the Democratic view, it's like, why are the most Democratic cities the most expensive? And also, I was reading something that I think in like 1960, like 50% of the wealth that was divided. Now I think like the elitists and like the super rich people, I think they have 90% of the wealth, and then the other people have 10%, like us.
It's
That
nuts.
was the Democratic plan the whole time, was to
it's-
separate the middle class.
How is that a
That's it.
democratic thing? You're for the people, you're for affordability, you're for this, and letting people live these great lives, and
First of all,
some of them can't buy food in this city, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
crazy.
how is that a democratic view? That
I
doesn't
don't
make any
think
sense.
it is Democrats versus Republicans anymore. I think it's socialists, progressives, communists versus everyone else.
It is getting
I don't
very
think
far.
that the
Because
Democratic
the original
Party.
Democratic like values and party was actually stood on a lot of things that you
conservative.
yes,
Like the Bill Clintons
But now
like
it's
they were
gone.
bad.
It's gone.
bad.
It's everything's about extremes now. There's no
Extreme.
more.
My grandfather was
there's
like,
no more
I've
middle ground.
been hearing this all the time. I've been a Democrat my entire life. These are like from 80-year-old, 90-year-old women, and then they're like, I don't even know what the hell.
It was
they're
because of the
doing anymore.
unions, bro. Like, I can speak for me. I grew up on a union wage. My father was local 79 shop steward, so he was a Democrat.
Shout out
Well,
to
they
the
tell you, the
construction
union
workers.
heads
Construction
tell you who
workers.
to vote for.
Now look, though. Now look. It's
Built the
completely
city.
switched. If you're a cop, a firefighter, you're in the union of any sort, local 70, whatever the fuck. Now you're conservative. Why? There's a reason. It's the Democratic Party's not the same anymore.
It's not.
You know what I mean? So.
It's getting too far.
Yeah, it has.
Get into
gone
the
too
line of
far.
questions,
It's already-
James.
Next
I
question.
love how you say this is not a political podcast, and
Well, you're
It's
here.
not. These are
Yeah,
geared
You're
for you.
into
The
it.
first couple ones.
I'm
Yeah.
like a chameleon. I'll just adapt to my
Interesting.
situation.
So next question.
Next question.
Obviously, this is a big South Brooklyn and Brooklyn podcast.
Yep.
Can you tell us how you're going to bring back the pride to the neighborhoods?
So, and we said this off the air when I walked in, there has been virtually no representation, no elected official caring about South Brooklyn on this level, like on a mayoral level, on a Brooklyn president level, since Marty Markowitz. So we're talking about like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 years?
So the seat's just been open?
No, it hasn't been open. Nobody's ever come to South Brooklyn. They just don't care about it because, South Brooklyn goes more conservative, more right, more Republican, and they don't win in New York City. So the politicians are like, why even go there?
So how the hell is this guy that you're running against have any shot? He doesn't.
He doesn't have any shot in South Brooklyn,
Yeah, no, he's going to lose.
but people don't come out to vote in South Brooklyn. So everybody that will vote for
I
him,
think Brooklyn in general, people just get up and go to work. They don't really want to be bothered with anything. They just want to go
that's the
home and eat
problem.
their.
Not in
I
Dumbo
know it's a
Park
big
in
problem.
Williamsburg.
I know it's a
That's
big
the
problem.
problem.
For the most part,
We
people in
gotta
Brooklyn just want to get up and go.
We complain about things that aren't changing, but we don't get up
thank
and
you.
we
Everybody
get up
wants
and
to
do
talk.
anything.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk and
get up.
complain, but that is not going to. And actually, that's. I used to do the same thing. If you go back into my, because I've always been public. If you go back into my social media accounts, all I do is complain, especially during COVID. I mean, I was bashing de Blasio, bashing Cuomo. I mean, all I did was complain. And finally, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? This is doing nothing. Like, complaining on social media is going to do nothing. So now I go on podcasts, I go on stage, and I complain. But you know,
At least
you
the
got to
people
do
are hearing you.
something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, but like when you get behind a microphone, how you just let it all out, right? Everybody gets so nervous before a podcast, and then you
They
just
do.
get in
Then
front
you
of the
just
microphone,
start,
and you're
yeah.
just like, yeah, I don't really
It's the
care.
best.
You have the platform to say it.
Yeah.
Speak up. Speak up.
Yeah, but speaking is still not enough.
No.
No,
Well, you're
actually.
doing it. We appreciate
Yeah.
you for that.
No,
Thank
this
you.
is big, honestly.
Yeah.
When I heard about it, I was excited.
Yeah.
It's definitely huge for South Brooklyn because I have a special kind of love for South Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I started my business there and I worked there for almost 20 years selling real estate. And I feel it when I go into the neighborhood and they see somebody who thinks their way or somebody who's the same political party, they feel like, you know, not left out of the conversation. They feel
Like their needs are
they're
getting met.
excited.
'Cause we all
Yeah.
have the same stuff.
Just to be heard. Just to be heard. And
Yeah.
that's so sad to me. It's like, especially if you're the mayor or a Brooklyn Borough President, like you don't represent one neighborhood. You represent everybody in your whatever. If you're the mayor, everybody in New York City. If you're the borough president, everybody in your borough. You just can't stick to one neighborhood or two neighborhoods. It's not that's not your job.
I know Eric Adams is a pretty controversial figure, but he did say something pretty solid. Some lady from CNN or one of these bullshit networks was interviewing him, and he said, you know, she was basically saying that, like, you know, what about these people? What about those people? He's like, my job is to defend all of New York. And the lady was like, no, she didn't want to hear it. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what like the media wants. They want you to be separate.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Even when he ran, and he ran as a Democrat, right? And I like to consider myself a moderate that leans right?
Okay.
I still liked him for a reason. You want to know why? The same reason why I liked you before I even knew you, because he was a regular person.
Yeah.
You're a normal person. He was a cop. People started to argue, oh, he put his brother in power to do this. He shouldn't have done that. And you know what my answer would be? If I had a fucking brother, I'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
Same exact
Okay?
thing, my
So,
friend.
you know what I mean? So now looking back on it, now look at him. He's not running on a Democratic ticket. Shit has changed. He's an independent now, but he's still a regular person.
Well, they also
You know,
hung
I
him
think
out to
that's
dry.
important.
So
Well,
now
yes,
he's not
yes.
running as
They
a Democrat.
literally hung
They
him
hung him out to
And
dry.
he's still
literally,
fighting,
yeah.
and I respect
Which
it.
I respect.
I respect it for sure.
And now a word from our sponsor. This ain't just fashion. This is a statement. At War streetwear for those who don't back down. Built from struggle, designed for impact. From the pavement to the front line, you're not just wearing clothes, you're wearing purpose. We're all at war with something.
What are your plans to involve regular Brooklyn residents in your decision-making process?
So I'm a realtor. So one of the things that I thought about very early on was having open houses, like literally opening up Borough Hall during certain hours every week so that people can see me, meet me. You know, I think a lot of times you
their
don't meet
minds
your
out.
elected officials.
dope.
And like you'll call them, you'll send email and you'll get their aid or you'll get nobody. So I want to do like open houses, like a regular like a real estate open house, but an open house for the people. And then for the people that can't come into the office, because there are people that can or choose not to, whatever time, disability. I want to have one of my ideas for the youth, because the youth is a big problem. I want to do something like this. I want to have like a Brooklyn digital hub. Give these kids like whatever equipment they need to go out on the streets and do something good. Highlight small businesses. Follow me. I want people to know what I'm doing day in and day out.
I mean, he does that. He promotes the shit out of
Yeah, I
everybody
do
in the
that. I
neighborhood.
love South Brooklyn more than anything. And it's fucking
If you look on the back of the shirt, he got all the local
all the
businesses.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, we need to give kids jobs. We need to promote small business and support them. And we need to have a transparent Borough Hall. So if we can take the kids and do, highlight the businesses, give them a job, why not take one or two to follow me and see what I'm doing all the time?
Hell yeah.
Have people in the podcast. I want to build I have this whole digital hub idea that I'm so excited about. So, when I win, that's going to be pretty high on my priority list. But I'm going to be probably the most accessible just by opening up my doors, being very tech savvy, using this is 2025. I'm not going to have people calling. I'm not going to have people email, like let's do a Zoom. Town halls, regular. I don't know if I could do monthly town halls, but, regular town halls and rotate them, not just staying in one neighborhood. Because, again, it's the whole borough. And just be at everything I can possibly be at, If it's a store opening, if it's a graduation, if it's a birthday party and somebody says, we really want her there. I need to show up. That's my job. My job is to be seen and heard and to be the face of Brooklyn. Like, I've got to be the CEO and the cheerleader. So I'm going to have to be very accessible. And I think that's probably why we've never had a woman borough president, because if you really are going to do the job right, you need to put yourself out there and make yourself very accessible. So
I love that.
I love that. Well, I'm sure I can speak for all of us, but I can speak for me. If you need any help, whatever I can do.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you'll
I need
have our
lots
vote.
of help. I need lots of volunteers and lots of
people, support.
donations.
Whatever I can do, I'll get your
Support.
contact before we leave
Yeah.
here, whatever I could do, for sure.
All right,
James,
so now
you
we're
could
gonna
go on to the lighter stuff.
Yeah, let's get
we're
it.
going to
You got our vote.
It's getting too
Look,
serious.
these are like the really hard-hitting questions that people
This is what
This is where your
people
votes.
wanna know.
This is, yeah, you're right. You might
So
win or
you
lose
thought
some
the
votes
first couple
here.
ones were the real political stuff, but this is where you're gonna either gain or lose some stuff.
Okay, let's go.
All right, question number 1: what is your top 5 Brooklyn restaurants?
You guys want me to go first? Because I was
Absolutely,
prepared.
because
I don't
John
know
wants
if-
to think
I
about it.
want to
Okay.
go last.
All right.
I want to go last.
Okay, I'll go second to last.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go number 1, Brooklyn Roots. Number 2, we gotta go with Peter Luger's. Right. Number 3, I'm gonna go Henry's End. It's on Henry Street downtown. Right.
Oh, we're not sticking to South Brooklyn?
We could stick to South,
if you want.
South Brooklyn.
That's South Brooklyn
historical
podcast.
South
Yeah.
Brooklyn. So yeah, all right, so
okay,
stick to South
okay.
Brooklyn. Yeah,
Being
stick
that
to
you're
it.
running for Brooklyn overall.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, we're making it about me now. Okay. Then why are we wearing the South Brooklyn versus everybody
It is.
t-shirt?
It's South Brooklyn versus everybody. That's why.
I'm gonna go with L&B, the restaurant.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing.
Hell yeah.
I just had a fundraiser there, and in all the years of my life, I've only had their pizza. Their food is so
Phenomenal.
good.
Ridiculous.
So good.
Blows their pizza out of the water.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Their
it does.
restaurant
It does.
is out of
It does.
control.
It was so good.
So good.
I love
Family
So you just
styles.
stole one of mine.
And number 5 would be Tommaso's on 86th Street. Of
Nice. Like that.
That'll be number 5.
Okay.
And Bensonhurst.
Okay.
Tommaso's is crazy.
Your
You guys
turn,
didn't
big
write
guy.
it down.
Nobody wrote anything down.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Tommaso's is
Oh,
that's
man.
a wild one. Top 5 restaurants.
It's hard. It's hard to think of just 5.
I told you to write this one down.
I got
Oh,
we
I
like
didn't
to
get
do-
that
we like to
memo.
do-
I got a couple.
Me and Angela like to do things off the cuff.
Yeah, no, right,
I know.
right
Like
off
we're
the
Power
dome.
Ranger hats.
L&B is number 1.
Really?
Yeah. For me, absolutely. L&B is number 1. Number 2, give me Geno's.
You guys are taking all my restaurants.
You could say it. You could
I got
say it.
2 down. I got
Yeah.
Geno's and L&B. Well,
Geno's
okay,
is-
we're
Okay.
down.
Gotta start thinking about the ones. There's no
All right, I'm
repeat. There's no
thinking.
repeat offenders here.
No repeats.
3rd restaurant. Can we go chains? Like, can I go?
No,
Yeah, fucking why not?
You're eating,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
Go.
I like Outback.
you do.
Outback 86th
I'm not
Street,
gonna lie to
fire.
you.
The
I'm
Bloomin'
not gonna
Onion.
lie to you.
I
I
was
Bloomin'
gonna
Onion,
say
the
that.
Bloomin' Burger. I don't give a
Okay.
fuck.
And you can go to restaurants that close down, like Vegas Diner. That could be number 4.
Oh wow!
Another
What a time.
Yeah, man.
What a time.
El Calcio.
Okay.
Another low key spot.
Very good.
Very, very good. And 5. I could go back. We're going all Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
So I could give you a spot in Bay Ridge. I will take Cebu.
That was good.
That was my number 1. Okay, so now I gotta come up.
I'm not
Cebu's
gonna
up
go.
there.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna
I
go in
know.
order. I'm not gonna go in order because I'm not doing that.
John, give me the gems, baby. Let's go.
We're gonna go
Give me the
Michael's
gems.
of Brooklyn. Right. We're gonna go Michael's. We're gonna go Positano, but I've been going to Positano.
my
I've been going to
Fire.
Positano since it was
I
the
can't
101.
answer.
Yeah.
So
That
we're
was
gonna go
mine.
both of those.
Positano's
101.
very good.
I have nothing
China
to say.
New Star. Nobody said. I don't think we said anything Chinese yet. I'm gonna go China New Star, Flatbush Avenue, best Chinese food in Brooklyn. I'm gonna go La Villa. Basically, grew up in La Villa, so I got to throw La Villa, and those are my people. And I was gonna say Brooklyn Roots. You said it already, so I'll go a new restaurant, The Corner in Bay Ridge. Shout out to Chef Tom. That's my respect. Yeah.
That was a good.
You
I
can
mean-
say a couple that we said
Yeah,
already.
good stuff, bro. Yeah.
I was going to say Cebu for sure.
The best.
They have a great cauliflower pizza. I'm kind
The
of a
best
vegetarian.
pizzeria,
okay.
non-pizza, the best pizza from not a pizzeria in Brooklyn, in my opinion. Cebu's got
Oh,
great pizza.
if we're talking pizza, I love pizza. Giovanni's. Actually, no. Giovanni's is in Windsor Terrace. Have you had there? You've never been there? It's on Prospect Avenue. Okay, Giovanni's is very good. That's not the pizza. Giuseppina's in Greenwood Heights has the best pizza. Have you never been to
Never been there
Giuseppina's?
before, no.
All right, so
When you
Giuseppina's.
have L&B and J&B in your neighborhood, you really don't have to venture too far.
But
No,
no,
it's
listen,
good to go.
Giuseppina's has a very thin margarita.
sure they do.
I mean, I go to L&B for a very thick, like a hearty slice. But anyway, all right. So you guys took all my restaurants. What do you want to say? I was going to say Positano. I was going to say
That's fine.
Cebu. I was going to say Geno's. I was going to say. So now I have nothing to say.
Brennan and Carl.
Brendan Carl's a good one. I like
I had a chicken JoJo the other day from
I can't think
J&V,
of
bro.
anything
Oh my God, it's even better
I
now than it
see-
was back then.
John posted Lucia's, and let me tell
Very
you
good.
something. Very good.
Oh, bro.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing slice there.
good.
I never
My
been to this
God.
Lucia spot. I gotta go.
Even you at
It
Sheepshead
is.
I
Bay,
like,
he's also got 3
bro.
in the city, but the first one's in Sheepshead Bay. It's amazing.
I like
amazing.
Patricia's in downtown Brooklyn.
Patricia's.
That's
Any-
the
anything
original.
family style.
Yeah.
I'll
But now I'm
take.
going to go to Brooklyn Roots for family style now.
Yeah,
I'm never
yeah.
going to go to Patricia's again, probably.
Very
Shout out to
true.
Patricia's, but
They
Chef
do a
Tom
cool
at
thing for
Brooklyn
your
Roots.
birthday, though. You're going
Out
on
of
your
control.
way.
Oh, yeah. It's like a little party. Yeah, for sure.
All right, question number 2. What are your top 3 bars in Brooklyn?
This one's easy for me, bro. I can't. Come on.
ahead.
Salty dog.
I was
place.
gonna say Cebu again.
Salty Dog's on my list too.
Salty dog's number 1. Place the Beach. It's closed. Shout out number 2. Right. And,
Place the Beach was a good time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go another place that was shut down. Bench. Bench is number 3.
I was a big Trace
Bro,
spot. I
when
was a big
Trace and Bench were open at
Yeah,
the same
Trace-
time,
next
Trace is a
oh,
shit.
that's
Historical
like the
time.
center of the
Historical
universe.
time.
Yeah.
Historical time.
That's when
My
Bay Ridge was like
God.
at its peak.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I wanna
Trace is my favorite
I want to
place
mess
of all time.
around and give you 3 Skell bars in Bay Ridge so bad.
Go ahead.
Baker's, Kelly's, and Kittens.
Shout out
Kids, I know
to,
kids, I
shout out to
don't know the other
Vegas.
two,
Shout
bro.
out to Vegas. I'm at Vegas pretty
Wait,
much
you
every
have
Saturday.
Hobra. You have Hobra on your
Hobra,
shirt.
yeah. Shout out to
Yeah,
April.
no,
April's
shout
my
out to
girl.
No, Vegas is awesome. Vegas is a good time.
Skinflint's.
Shout out to my boy Jesse.
Oh,
bartending.
Skinflint's.
You like
Best
Vegas?
burger
Yeah,
too.
I'm there almost every Saturday.
Yeah, no
What are
wonder.
your top 3?
Yeah.
Power Ranger.
Well, Trace is my number 1. I mean, right now I probably have to say Baker's. I go there quite a bit. When I was younger, it used to be Kettle Black was a good time. Not so much now because it's just a younger crowd. I don't want to really go there anymore. So I would probably say Cebu. At least Cebu, you get a little dressed up. You have a different
nice,
feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got it here. I feel like you're gonna say something out of the ordinary.
So I would say Skinflint's.
Are you gonna
number
say?
1.
Are you gonna say Bungalow Bar?
No, but I do love Bungalow, but that's Queens, so
Skinflint's
we're not
best
going to give
cheeseburger.
that. Best burger on the English muffin is the fucking GOAT. Damn, bro. Yes, you have to throw Salty Dog on the list, even though you already said
Yeah.
it. It's still it's still amazing. I'm trying to think of any in like
Peggy
over by me
O'Neill's.
now. Got into my first bar fight at Peggy O'Neill's, but in Coney Island.
The Coney Island
The Coney
one, bro.
Island
I
one,
wanna
you got
touch
into a
the
crazy
MCU.
fight. So I'll say, and No Quarter. There was a bar on 5th Avenue called No Quarter. My second bar fight I ever got into at No Quarter. That was a rough time. So I'll say those right there.
You mentioned a lot that I was going to mention.
It's all good.
but
We're
I
gonna go
will
with
say,
you first on the rotation next time. See if
Okay,
you'll
yeah,
get
so
it.
I can get my a word in.
Yeah.
But I will say, I went to it's been so freaking hot. I went to Windsor Terrace and I went to where do you get the pint? Oh my God, it's Farrell's.
Oh,
Yes,
Farrell's.
right.
Great time.
Farrell's is
Yeah.
a great bar if it's really hot out and you want to. It was amazing.
They give you a nice styrofoam
I like
cup.
Wicked Monk. Nobody said Wicked Monk.
Wicked
Monk's
Monk's
a good time. They
Monk's a good
got
spot,
good food in
too.
there too. Wicked Monk.
Irish, very
Yeah.
Irish pub, very good.
But
See, I
was
like
gonna say-
Wicked Monk the space they have now is beautiful, but I was more of like a Wicked Monk fan when they were on 85th and
Yes.
was it 3rd Avenue?
Yeah. It was
Because
down.
there was just so much closer to everything. Now they're like so far away from.
But I
them.
like that
it's
'cause it's
either
easier
you
to
got to make a
park.
decision to go to
only
Wicked
stay
Monk
there.
and stay there.
Yeah.
Or you're driving around Bay Ridge drunk,
true.
and that's
Which
never
you
a good
don't wanna
thing.
do.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's too far of a walk everywhere else.
It's true.
You still
you're drunk.
banned from Wicked Monk?
Yeah, I'm not allowed.
Really?
No.
The beer garden in Park Slope is dope too.
He also
That's
can't
it.
vote either, which is a good.
Yeah, but
thing.
it's
We'll
too
move
hot
on
for
from
that.
He's got to stay 30 feet away from schools too. Please go on.
Wait, there's a really good bar in Marine Park actually that I went to recently.
37?
Yes,
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Good one.
I should have
Yeah,
thought of that.
but it's
a little bit.
She knows
yeah,
what she's saying.
but that's more like low key.
Yes.
but
Yeah.
very
I like-
friendly people.
Yeah,
like
it's great
everybody who
over there.
sits
Shout out
next to you.
37.
Yeah, I like it.
Another good
want-
one's
if you
And
Long
no
Beach.
politics is allowed in that bar. Do you know that?
No, I
the
didn't know
second they hear you talk politics, like no
You're out.
politics.
You gotta
That's
go.
the smartest thing they could probably
Very
do.
Yeah.
smart.
If you want like a good like rocker bar, there's Lucky 13s. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I've heard of it. No, I've
Yeah,
never
that's a crazy time night.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go in there with your leather on, bro.
Leather and
They
zippers.
got like old school like horror movies playing on there. They
Oh,
got
really?
like go-go girls like dancing on the bar
Where is it?
constantly. Downtown Brooklyn. I was saying, yeah, it was called Lucky 13s. It's a good, yeah, it's a great time. All right, question number 3.
I'm starting.
What avenue was the most exciting avenue to grow up in
Oh,
Brooklyn?
jeez.
They get better.
She's like, never mind. I'll go
mean,
last.
I mean, I didn't grow up in South Brooklyn, so I would have to say Greenwood Avenue in Windsor Terrace.
She loves Windsor Terrace.
That's where I grew up.
That's her spot. Yeah.
That's all right.
I spent my whole career in South Brooklyn, but
Just know you're not right. That's
yeah,
fine.
no, I mean, obviously I'm not right. What are you guys gonna say, 18th Avenue?
I'm not going to be right.
that's
I'm
not-
going to
that's
say the
that's
same
like a
thing.
tourist
I'm
answer.
1,000% gonna say
No,
that.
it's grown up. It wasn't a tourist place back in the day. Okay, go ahead. Let me hear.
I'm going to go 3rd Avenue because I grew up on 3rd Avenue.
That's
So
a
I
good
love-
one.
Yeah,
These are
3rd
solid.
Avenue,
Windsor
yeah.
Terrace. Did it feel like?
No, but you didn't grow up on 3rd Avenue.
Yes, I did.
You partied on 3rd Avenue.
No, I was born in Methodist, and I grew up on 3rd and 81st for the first
Okay.
15 years of my life.
I see 3rd Avenue as like a commercial corridor.
It
I
is
don't see
now.
as a-
It is
yeah.
now.
Okay.
And it kind of
I'll go
always was in a
general.
way.
Anywhere from 15th to 19th.
Yeah.
All right.
in the
I said 18th Avenue.
But no 20th.
Beautiful. No 20.
No 20.
20th was a separate crew.
We'll stay away from there for a little while.
Cut that out.
Great guys.
Yeah.
No beef.
No beef.
We love you guys. Don't have any issues with you.
I was Bath Avenue.
Okay. I spent a lot of time on 13th Avenue too. I'm not gonna lie.
13th was nice too to grow up.
Yeah.
That to me now is still the best area around us by far. If you
13th?
Go to 10th, 11th Avenue, where the Christmas lights are.
Oh yeah.
Those houses are beautiful. Quiet area, not a lot of crime or anything goes on there.
Well, there is a very specific where the Christmas lights are, where you would be shocked to know the pricing on those houses.
Oh, I know. I'm a
I mean, you know,
realtor.
$5 million.
Prime, they're-
81st and 11th, $5 million.
No, it's
And I think if you
nuts.
buy a house over there, you have to do the Christmas lights. I think.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, you
Or
have, or you look
get-
like an
yeah.
idiot.
You get a big tax
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
They hook you up.
All right, so this is
And
a
you're
very,
allowed.
very important question on this podcast. Should the Brooklyn Nets have stayed in New Jersey?
No,
Yes.
Yes.
no.
Well, they're
We
they're
deserve
bad.
it because we deserve the basketball team.
Yeah, a good one with good branding and good
They
everything.
work
Not
good
this
for a
generic
minute.
Not this
garbage.
one.
Not this year.
No, not them. Bro, I'm a
They
Laker
were
fan.
good at the beginning, weren't they?
Yeah, but I hate that their branding sucks. It's black and white and like Times New Roman, Brooklyn. Like,
Yeah.
You couldn't
But at least
Pick
we
a
have a
more
basketball
boring-
team.
couldn't give us something.
Yeah.
I mean, Janine obviously supports the Nets. I personally despise them just because
Who do you support? The Knicks?
I'm the biggest Knicks fan on the planet.
See, this is the second time I got asked the basketball question, and the second time I'm gonna get torn
Killed,
apart
yeah.
because
No, not
they,
at all.
they were really pissed that I didn't say Knicks too. But the reality is, like, I have to be everything Brooklyn, and I kind of like. I'm not gonna lie that I don't have to go to Madison Square Garden sometimes for a show. That I have Barcleys, so
I respect that.
yeah.
I do.
It's a great time for a show. I'll go to the
Oh, hell
Barclays
yeah.
over Madison
Even
Garden
a
for a
boxing
show all the
fight
is
time.
good.
They got good
What
food over
hockey-
there. They got
But you got to
everything
take
there.
the Nets to have that.
What
Yeah.
hook? What
Take the
hockey
good with
team
the
plays
bad.
They could
there?
have just gave us a venue.
The Islanders play there,
Yeah.
right?
No, the Islanders don't play there no more.
No more. They used to.
Oh,
When
they
they,
used
to.
when
Now
they
they're-
first
they-
moved, they
yeah.
moved there and they
They're
went
at
back.
the UBS now,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah,
think.
there you go.
Yeah, the Knicks, they have the pride of New York.
Yeah,
like, I'm
this
sorry.
is a Knicks
the,
town.
The
Yeah.
Nets are
Okay.
the New Jersey Nets. They were good. That's where their dynasty. They don't have a dynasty. I don't think they ever won a championship. Actually, they did one in the ABA, but that was like where they were known. They were played at Prudential Center. That was the team. I used to go to Modell's and get 3 T-shirts, and they were having coupons for courtside seats for the Nets.
Modell should have been a landmark.
And this is when Chris Humphries was dating Kim Kardashian.
Oh, yeah?
And then they were like at the games all the time, but I got it from literally buying 3 champion T-shirts for like $18.99.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nowadays you don't have the same feel. You walk into Madison Square Garden, you get the chills. You go into Barclays Center, it's like this is new and it feels commercial to me.
Yeah.
Like if the Brooklyn Dodgers were still there, that'd be sick because that was originated.
I'm gonna
in
work
Brooklyn.
on that. Actually,
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
But like actual Brooklyn
totally
fans,
BSing you.
like fans
But,
that
like, I would
fucking-
love it.
I also think it depends how old you are. Like if you were around when the Nets were a New Jersey team, like to us, like it doesn't feel like
Kids
they belong
grew
to
up with
Brooklyn.
the- kids that are
like
growing
for
up
us,
with
like
Brooklyn, yeah.
the Knicks were the only thing we had in New York for that time. The kids being born now that don't know the difference between the Nets being in New Jersey or not, they might be Brooklyn fans just
Honestly,
because.
they had the biggest name probably in the NBA come to their team, and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were in Brooklyn.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, joke's on them. Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson's a Nick.
Hey girl,
Next question, please.
That was so good. Next.
Ready to turn your night all the way up, whether it's your birthday, bachelor party, or just because. J&A Party Bus Entertainment brings the club to the curb. LED lights, booming sound, and vibes that don't quit. Why wait to party when the party's in the ride? Book now and ride like an MVP.
who runs Brooklyn? The old timers or the new generation? I think we all can agree.
That's
with
an
this
easy one.
The old timers run it, and the new generation is ruining it.
Ruining.
Yeah.
You know what I get worried about, bro? I get worried about, you're like, okay, everybody has moved out of Brooklyn. They're in Jersey. They're in Staten Island, yada, yada. And for now, that makes sense because the cost of living here sucks. The quality of life is no good. But now, 15 years from now, what's Brooklyn going to look like? You know what I mean? Like I want to raise my kids here one day if I can. And it's looking more and more like you can't. So now what? So it's always going to be the old timers. And honestly, there's going to be no new generation. We are, but like we're going to be gone soon too, bro. Out of
No.
The
here.
new generation of
You don't
kids don't
have
even
to
want to
leave.
have kids.
No, I'm not moving. I'm going to be here for as long as I
Yeah.
can. I promise you that.
Yeah, well,
Good.
the new
As long as I
generation
can afford it and I can.
So I have a question for you. One day you're gonna have kids. Do you feel like raising them here, they're gonna be at a disadvantage rather than other kids that are born and go to schools in New Jersey? I have a friend out in New Jersey, and she explained to me what it was like going to high school there.
Yeah.
I thought she was making this up. They have lockers in the hallway. They have campuses. They do their driver's ed test in school.
Yeah, they're driving to school at 16 years old.
What do we do? Is it fair that I got to bring up my son here, where he's going to be at a disadvantage? He's going to go to school and through metal detectors where there's kids smoking pot in the hallways, while there's other kids that are raised the right way, raised with respect, and going to higher end schools. Those are the things that flip your mind.
100%.
Before I had a son, I would say the same thing. I said, I'm never leaving here. I don't care how bad it gets. I'm staying here till the day that I die.
I mean, that goes back to her point. Crime.
But that's
No,
what I'm
he's
saying.
right, though.
We always sit here and complain about that, but we don't do anything about it.
No, you're 100%
I think.
right.
I think.
Do we go and vote for these politicians or people that
Like
say
I
that
said,
they're going
most
to do the
people
right
just
thing?
get up and go to work, and they go home, and they want to spend their time.
But
with
we
their family.
cannot be like that, or
I get
nothing's
it.
going to
I agree with
change.
you.
We're
I agree
going to
with
be
you.
stuck.
Your son is still going to grow up as a Brooklyn kid because his father's a Brooklyn kid, even if you took him out. So that's a smart. It's a bittersweet thing, bro, because I think about that all the time. I just turned 31. I do want to have kids. I do want to get married one day, and I would like for my kids to not grow up soft and whatever the fuck else. So I want them to grow up here. But like, it's unlikely that shit is gonna happen, bro. It's unlikely that I stay here when I have a family. Would I always like to have someone here to come home to? Yeah, but at the end of the day, no, bro. I probably wind up being in Long Island or some shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You just
No,
have to get a weekend house.
Yeah,
let them grow up.
As long as I
Street
can
smart,
still vote.
tough here,
As long as I
and
can
then
still vote
you know
for you.
on Friday night
it.
you
You
go
know
to
what
the
I mean?
weekend house, and they have the yard, they have the little league, they
100%.
have all that, and then you come back on
also
Monday.
the pricing of housing. Why I have to go and spend 20
Almost 3,000 on my
okay.
on my 2-bedroom.
This guy could go get a mortgage.
Yep.
Have a place to park his car, backyard, and a place where he could rest his head and be at ease.
You're right.
They
But because he
overpopulated
wants
it,
to
you know?
be here, he can't even find parking. He's over there for 3 hours. He's looking for a
Don't
parking
even tell
spot,
me about
pulling
it.
out
I
his
was
hair.
2 months
What
ago.
could you do about the parking in South Brooklyn?
I've been having rallies against
Can you
the
go
city
buy
bike
up land and turn it
expansion
into
for
public
months.
parking lots?
No, listen, they are.
He's right. He's right.
That's more of a real estate question
They're making our quality of life so terrible here that
We're gonna get fed up.
we almost want to give up our New York
Yeah,
City
which
pride.
is
and it's
crazy
like,
because there's
I know.
nobody who loves it more than us.
I know.
You know, so when
And
you
we're
got us
watching it
talking
burn.
about it, you know it's like, all right, something's got to.
I would do anything
You know?
to have the old neighborhood back and everybody still living there.
It's never gonna happen.
Well,
That
the
would be
next,
that would
the
be a
next
dream.
question is the block party question. Remember block parties growing up?
Sick.
Yeah.
Bro,
What happened to
They're
block
pathetic
parties?
now, actually. They're pathetic. But you have to understand what happened.
They're not even. They don't even exist anymore.
No.
They
they
do
don't.
exist, but and this, I mean, listen, we can complain about this all day and night, but who did this? We did this when we decided to sell and take, a suitcase full of cash for our house, and I mean, we did this, right? You
right.
cannot get gentrified unless you decide to sell.
You're right. You're right.
Neighborhoods will
You're
not
right.
change if we, and I tell people this all the time. People are very concerned about their neighborhoods changing, and I said, don't sell. That's it. Just
It's easier said than done, though.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
is
Yeah.
when you have
Right.
laws that hurt
Because even though
homeowners.
you might not sell to keep your neighborhood the same, you got to hope that everybody doesn't sell to keep the neighborhood the same.
No. It doesn't have it.
If I
it
don't sell
starts
my
with
house, but
one.
99% of my neighbors sell their house around me, my neighborhood's gone.
Well,
Why-
if you know
and
your
I missed the
neighbor-
boat
Look at
on making the
Benson's.
money.
If you have a strong community, you're going to know when your neighbor wants to sell the house.
That's the point. I was saying you need
You're
everybody
right.
to
That's
be
a good
that way.
point too. You're right.
You have to have a strong community, and you have to take care of your community, and you have to take care of each other, and you have to not sell. Or
Stand strong.
You
Stand
really
for
do.
something.
You have to stand for something.
Stand for something.
And that's the problem. When too many people at once sold out, then it was over for that. And it goes block by block. It's systematic. It's not one person here, one person.
No, it's a domino.
Systematic. Yeah.
Domino effect, 100%.
Go into Bergen Beach. Go down Avenue U and make a right into the corner of Bergen Beach from 69th Street to Bergen Avenue, from Avenue U to Avenue Y or whatever the last one. This neighborhood is the same. And don't get me wrong, it's 0.001% of Brooklyn from a square footage perspective.
Yeah.
But it's
still,
still the fucking same.
they
It's the same
and I
for
respect
now.
the shit out of it. It's in the armpit. It's far
Yeah.
from the city. Nobody wants to live where we want to live there. I want to live there.
I'll take
you
it.
know
too.
what I mean? I'll take
go
it.
there in a heartbeat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you think they're gonna start maybe like giving Heinekens like on Greenpoint? I can't go to Greenpoint and get a regular beer. They just have IPAs.
Really?
Yeah, and they talk like this. They're like, like we don't have that here. It's like, bro, take your fucking beanie off and take a
They don't
walk. You are the
reload
weirdest
showers.
person I
They
know.
don't
Well-
reload showers and deodorant.
You know what's so sad? So 70% of people in Brooklyn are renters. They are not living here. They are working here and leaving. They're not building families here. They're not building a life here. So they come in, they spend a few years either, because I know this because they're coming to me. Find me an apartment, find me a house, whatever the case may be. I need a rental, I want to buy something. They're coming here for a specific purpose, either a job or school, and then they're leaving after a few years. and then we're stuck with
Well, like
what
you said before, with all the red tape and everything, it's hard to live here and own here. I mean, they make it almost impossible. I mean, the pricing of housing is insane. The money you got to put down is crazy. If you're a young kid coming out of college and everything you touch in Brooklyn is over $1 million, how are you
not
affording
everything.
that?
Not
you know
everything.
What I mean? But anything worth
Most, too.
most though.
no.
750,000 and above, they want 20%
This
down.
is where we have to get that struggle, hustle, grind mentality. It's like, yeah, maybe you can have a single family detached home with a garage, but I'm selling stuff that's 250,000, 300, in good neighborhoods, apartments.
But what we're saying is, like, if you want to
Co-ops.
compare, why you're saying, like, why do they rent? Because they can go to other places and get that detached house, one family, for $350,000 in all these other places.
But you're not in.
So you want to come to New York to make the money
me tell you
here,
something.
but you're going to take that money and go live somewhere else because if you're looking to provide for your family, that's
Even
you're
New
gonna get
Jersey,
better,
though, is getting super
yeah,
expensive.
because
too.
everyone's
And look at the
moving there
taxes
now.
in New Jersey.
Yeah.
10 years ago, it
Estate
made
taxes
sense.
close
30, 40, $50,000 a year in
Yeah.
taxes.
But you're getting
year.
good public schooling
year.
there. You're getting a lot of
Yeah,
things
no.
there. And everyone from New York goes to Staten Island and then goes to Jersey and then goes to Pennsylvania or Florida or now it's
The
North Carolina
Carolinas.
or Texas.
Florida's expensive
Yeah.
too.
What I'm
Florida's
saying is, like,
Florida ain't
we-
cheap
we
either.
So
keep-
is there a way to get it back?
To get what back?
To get the neighborhood
Brooklyn
culture
back?
back? To
a
have
good
some
question.
people maybe, I don't know, come
the best
back
question.
or
I think so, but I think it's going to take everybody becoming. It's going to take me.
Yeah,
It's going to take me.
that's it,
I'll
girl.
leave it at that.
That's
It's
it.
gonna take the first. It's gonna take the first generation of people to get it back to really take one on the chin because they're gonna pay.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay through the roof. You're gonna have to suffer a little bit, and then you got to start setting up your family
Listen,
moving forward. But it's
Yeah.
the first
One day
one.
I have
the
the
first
money.
one through the wall gets hit the hardest, right?
I'll take it on the chin if I have the money. It's harder to even get the money now, but that's a whole nother conversation. But if I have it, I'll take it on the
Yeah,
chin.
actually, that's what it is.
A lot of people think, oh, buying a house is an asset. No, buying a house is a liability, right? We have to start thinking of real estate as an investment,
Yeah.
even when we're buying for our family. Like I never, up until 3 years ago, I never bought a single family home. It was always a multifamily home. It was always an investment. And there's also lots of programs that we don't take the time that some of these other cultures do to learn about what we can get. So many people don't, and you probably don't know about this. You haven't bought a home yet, right? You're renting. Do you know that there's a first-time home buyer's down payment assistance program where you can get $100,000 from the city to buy?
No. I know about the
But
FHA
who gives us
where
this
you could
education?
get.
Who's supposed to give us this education? I wouldn't know that
I
neither.
wouldn't know that.
Who
No,
would-
but
they don't
how
tell
are we
us.
ever gonna even? That's also an issue. I think one of the issues is forget college. Not everybody goes to college. I went to college and dropped out 3 times. That's not a joke. You could teach that in like high school or some shit. You could teach a high schooler how to balance a checkbook,
Our
about his
education-
credit, about this. Like
Our education system doesn't teach
doesn't
us
do none of that.
anything
Like
that
you
we
said,
really
we would have
need.
never known that unless you said something.
Yeah,
'Cause
literally.
how?
Yeah.
Well,
Lack of information
Lack
that
of
we could get.
information.
Well, they
That's
don't
given.
want you to know it, right? Because they want you in debt because they make money off your debt. That's
control
all there
in
is.
that.
That's
There's
why.
all
That's
to it.
why everybody from our neighborhood is so impressive that are successful because you have to be out of your fucking mind
Straight up.
to be successful from our neighborhood. You have to think so far out of the box, be willing to educate yourself,
Yep.
and then those people become successful.
why-
That's why we want. That's what gave us this idea.
which
There's
is kind
no
of,
reason why he should have, from where he came from, his roots, this business.
I was
But
just
no, he took it upon himself to stay motivated, and he wanted to educate himself, and he went into the industry and he learned the entire time.
His
and
company
he's
was not
successful.
successful for a
For
long time.
But like you
It
said,
did not just happen overnight.
80% of this shit.
you're willing to take it on the chin.
Absolutely. I
And
know.
unless you're willing to struggle a little
I don't have a
bit, you're
choice
never
either,
going to
but-
get the
but-
success. And I think, and I'm not Italian actually. I have an Italian last name, but I'm Puerto Rican. But I grew up in, I've been in. I was married to an Italian for most of my adult life. I know that culture, and that culture does not want to be uncomfortable. I feel like I was always told, go to college, get a government job.
That's it.
That's it.
You know, I was told.
And that's the American dream,
Well,
and get a
when they-
house and 2 kids.
It's such bad
when they
advice.
I grew up around criminals,
because
so
when
something's
they
down.
first came here, that was the way
That
to go
was
about
their
it.
dream.
Yes, but not only just their dream, that was the way to go about it. You could support a family on your one college degree and your job and
Very
everything else.
good
So
point.
one person did that, and you lived a happy ever after life. You got your house and your little picket fence,
But
and
we
that was
didn't.
great.
We didn't change when we saw things not like. As the second we saw houses like in Diker Heights, $1 million,
Yep.
we should have been like, wait,
Something's happening here.
Something's
Yeah.
happening,
Something's happening.
and we either have to stop it or we have to adjust. But I'll never forget, and I was always trying to drill it into my nieces and nephews, no, open a business. I was always trying to open a business, because I had that experience, and I knew if I would have worked for somebody, If I would have gone to school and worked for the government, I would never have bought an investment property ever.
Yeah.
And you know what we were taught when we were growing up? Go to high school. I'm pretty sure you know. What's your father say? You going right to the union.
right to the union.
You go local 79. Hold on, I got a book.
My
I got
dad
a
told
book
me,
for
hey,
you.
listen,
You're going, pal.
I could get you your book. You can make what I make right now. And I told him no. And it
But to
deteriorated
your
our
point,
relationship.
That's how they
Same.
got
Yeah.
their American dream.
Yeah, no, you're right. 100%.
The American dream changed, and we didn't culturally
We didn't
change.
change.
Yeah,
with it.
no, we didn't. My dad got out of prison. My mother got him in the union, and that was all he knew. So he thought that that's what he had to pass down to me. So I get it, but it's not for everybody.
No,
There's different
it's
ways
not.
to go about that shit.
You got to risk it to get the biscuit.
do.
Yep.
If you ain't risking and
Hot
you're not
topic
uncomfortable,
question. What is the best late night food spot to get in Brooklyn?
Pizza Wagon.
Vegas Dine, it's closed.
ooh, pizza wagon is good.
Had it last night. 2 slices, 11:30.
Pizza wagon,
good for you.
Pizza wagon is good.
That's a good
really
one.
good.
I'm going to go raw and roaster.
I'll go. Oh, I like roll.
Yeah, I mean, that's the winner. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's not
Roll and roaster?
Am I
Yeah,
worried
that's
about
the
what
best
my
late night
You gotta-
spot?
You guys are on the other side of Brooklyn.
am I worried about what my stomach is going to tell me, or am I best late night?
You're gonna
spot?
say the
'Cause
halal
I'm
guy?
going to go right to the halal car right
Yeah,
across
at 2
the
a.m.
street.
it don't matter.
Yeah, no.
At 2 a.m. it
You're
don't matter.
chopped up with Jameson and whatever.
Fifth Avenue
the
to
fuck
the
it is.
bar?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
Sitting right
Up
at
the
the
block
bus.
from
That
Lone
halal
Star.
card is unreal.
Sit on the bus,
Third Avenue.
on the bus seats like this with my eyes closed.
You got a
Yep.
spot. What is it?
Pizza Wagon.
Oh,
said
that was
Pizza
it.
Wagon,
Pizza
yeah.
I
Wagon.
said it first, so I made sure
Now,
nobody
I have
took
a little
my
bit of
spot.
is this? I have a maybe this is a conspiracy. Is all that food in Bay Ridge late night good just because you're hammered, or is it genuinely that good? Like, is the halal spot and Pizza Wagon that good?
Probably
Or
not the
just
halal
hammered?
spot, but the pizza,
Pizza
wagon
Wagon
is
is
pizza
good.
wagon is
Pizza
good no
Wagon's
matter
solid.
what.
No matter what, sober, not sober.
Because
have
I
the
went to
best
the
slogan.
Colonnade sober. That
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
was disgusting.
No, not
it was
good.
horrible.
Pizza Wagon's got the best slogan. It says a Bay Original.
No, I love
I
that.
like that.
Yeah.
I like
Are we
that.
Bay
So-
Originals?
So, hell yeah,
Kinda?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Sick.
All right. I mean, I miss Vegas Diner. Vegas Diner was awesome.
Vegas
That
It
Diner.
was like
Well, that
Vegas
was the
Diner was
spot.
like going to a club after you closed.
Yeah.
the
up.
club closed
And then you
down.
ordered the disco
Because everyone
fries,
you
so you
saw
actually
out-
feel like you're in a club.
And it's
Remember
honestly
the disco
so
fries?
it's so on point that it's now what, like a Chinese
food buffet. Yeah.
I don't want to get dark here. I don't, but I might have to get a little dark.
That's all right.
This diner is also it's good and bad because you would have every neighborhood coming to that diner
you're right.
at 4:00 in the morning.
What, the Vegas?
Drunk,
Wasted.
Your boys would be over there. The kids you just beat up at the bar would be over there. Their enemies would be over there. There used to be fights in this parking lot at 5:00 in the morning, more than I've ever seen in my
Yeah, that
whole.
one waiter guy with the cross eye. Remember? You
I loved him. I loved him. But I'm saying it's good and bad. Yeah, I love their food, but you had to walk in there and like strap your boots on because you didn't know what
This
you were.
podcast
what
is
made
making
us-
me so sad.
But that's what
like
made us
thinking
so
about the
sucks.
old days.
It
That's what
sucks.
made us
That's
who we are.
you guys
honestly,
get
you know,
sad during this podcast?
No, because it
This
just
is, you should see my other podcast.
we're gonna bring
this is a happy podcast. This is a happy podcast for
Happy
me.
podcast.
Yeah, my other podcasts talk about mental health and shit. This is a great. I like this. We can keep
I
doing this
listen to
whenever
that
we want.
podcast. Sometimes I cry. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
start getting emotional.
Yeah,
I'm
listen.
like, I gotta go. I gotta
we're
get out
gonna
of
we're
here.
gonna rock one of those out. I just don't know if I'm ready. You know, one of those emotional
They're
podcasts.
good. They're good for the soul. Trust me.
Have you tried the Mr. Teriyaki stand yet?
We're talking about emotions right now.
We're on the food right now, bro. That's it.
86 between 5th
Yeah,
and
right where Century 21
I just
used
don't
to be.
like.
You gotta do
I
it,
hate
bro.
that it's cash only. Those kill me.
I hate that.
Never
There's
carry
an
cash.
ATM right. There's an ATM really right.
What you mean I
behind
can't
it.
tap my phone?
Come on. I'm like, we're in the new age.
Well, I think there was Mr. Teriyaki. I think does Apple Pay. I think he does it.
Does he?
Oh, that would be good.
But I'm telling you, this teriyaki chicken is.
Wait, have you
something
guys
else.
tried the Red Bull? Since we're back on
the
food.
best. I love
When
Red
he
Bull.
was saying the new star Chinese place, I was gonna say Red Bull is by far.
Yeah,
there
no,
is
it's good.
It's so good.
What is it?
In Bay Ridge, Chinese.
It's where
No,
it's
it's
where the
the
Pearl
Chinese.
Room was. So
Yes.
Pearl Room
Nice.
was where Remax is now. Then it moved here and they closed, and now it's on 3rd Avenue between 86th and
And
87th.
I want Sirico's prime rib and a whiskey sour.
The
One who's having it in
and
there.
if you
Yes.
if you like
Okay.
And a
Noted.
whiskey sour.
Yeah, my grandmother, like, when
can
she was
see
still
your
alive,
hoo-ha.
severely made fun of me. We were at Skinflin's, right? And I got a drink. And this is when I first started drinking. So we went out when we were like 18, 19. We used to drink whiskey sours. We didn't know any better. We were also poor. And then I ordered one. My grandmother goes, and she was the most, like, cognizant of other people's feelings lady on the planet. She goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And she started, like, demeaning me the entire dinner. She's like, "I can't believe you ordered a whiskey sour."
Did you ever order it again?
Absolutely love it.
She was like, "What's wrong with you? We should have gave you up for adoption, and now you're ordering whiskey sour."
I was like, what's wrong with a whiskey sour? Apparently, it was a predominantly women's drink in like the 50s and 60s.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah. She's an old timer. She was born in
I
48.
used to drink amaretto sours.
Fire.
Amaretto, I love it.
I was a big captain in ginger ale.
A friend of ours puked on a bartender because he was drinking so many amaretto sours.
amaretto
Projectile vomited.
I could drink amaretto on the rocks. I'm sick, so.
Tastes like pistachios.
Bro, it's the best.
Craving something sweet with a little crunch? Treat yourself to the bold, buttery flavor of Isn't That Nuts, the king of candied nuts. Fresh roasted, hand-coated, and made to melt in your mouth. The best nuts in town. Snack better, snack bold. Get yours today.
What is a Brooklyn girl's biggest red flag?
Boom. This is all you.
Not opening a door for me is a red flag. Not liking pizza is a red flag. I have pizza every day, every single day. It's really bad.
Opening up the door like we talk about, like a restaurant door. You want the guy to go
Car
across
door,
this car
yeah,
door.
you know, like what was that movie?
Making
Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale, yeah,
But are you
Open
reaching,
the
are
door.
you
What about
reaching
that?
over
Nah,
and
you know
opening
what's
his
even
door
better?
from the inside?
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of that
No,
test.
it's the Mario.
I'm
The Mario
very
test is
reciprocal.
better.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
The Mario test
What's
is
the
better.
Mario test?
Mario's a fucking psycho.
Gonna get a little raunchy
I
here,
don't
but
give- who cares?
you go, you drive past. You drive alongside a truck and you push her head down.
Oh my god!
And if she goes down, you know that she's not a good girl.
She's not
you
a
know?
good
If
girl.
she's a
She
good girl,
fights
she'll
you,
be like,
she's-
"What's wrong with you? What are you
That's
doing?"
wifey. Yeah, I love
But that's Mario. That would
That's
never
funny.
do some disgusting stuff like
Oh,
that.
and third red flag: not liking dogs.
Yes, there we
Very
go.
solid.
These are man's red flags or a woman's red flags?
So like, if a guy doesn't like pizza, dogs, or open the door for me,
That's a
these
red
are like
flag.
red
That's a
flags.
red flag.
So then what's your red flags for a Brooklyn girl?
Yes.
They're more gangster than I am. That's my biggest red flag.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. Simple.
When she asks me what's your horoscope,
No good.
Oh,
no good.
shit, I like
what's
that.
your angel number? I'll see you later.
Yeah, no.
See you.
A
out
red
of town.
flag for me. Can a red flag be like, yeah, like that's like a turnoff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it
Like
is.
this is not
If
happening.
you do
Warning
not
sign.
upkeep your feet, right? If you're wearing sandals, if you're
them
wearing,
dogs
listen to
out?
me. If you're wearing sandals and you
Are you
got,
looking at your feet?
I did.
you got toe, are they
right.
pretty? Are we
Green
maintaining?
flag.
I'm sorry, but
Oh my god, he's a
white
feet guy.
white toenails, keep them clean. You got this dead skin on your heels. What are you doing? Look like my nonna. Like you can't
My
be doing this
nonna.
stuff like
That's
this.
great. That's a good one.
That's a big red flag, and girls that have 15 guy friends. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that don't
right.
work like that,
Yeah, okay.
sweetheart.
Wait, why don't you answer any of the questions?
I answer.
Oh,
I chime in.
what are your red
But
flags
yeah, James, speak.
for a Brooklyn
If
guy?
I'm with a girl and like she complains about like how much I'm tipping somebody, like if I go out to eat and she's always like, "Oh, don't tip that much." I'm
That's
like,
a good
yeah,
one.
that's a
Yeah.
how you-
The most introspective answers.
yeah, it's like when you can tell.
That's a good one.
You can
That's
tell
his
a
red
lot by
flag.
people
How
like
she
how they
treats the
treat,
waiters.
how they treat waiters.
Yeah.
It's like they like
sure.
call them over and complain, like balk at them. Like to me, that's like a huge turn off. That's a big no for
I
me.
love that.
You can tell a lot by how people treat other people. Like when you
Yes.
feel like you're in a little bit of
That's
power.
a good one.
And she got to like the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, absolutely.
For you?
And
For this guy, big Ninja Turtle guy.
Big Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtle guy, Power
Wait,
Rangers.
I was just gonna say Power Rangers.
Turtles
Ninja
and Power Rangers. Damn,
I have Batman literally
my
covered my
goodness,
entire
okay.
arm. I'm a huge Batman fanatic. He's the biggest Nick fan in the world. I'm a huge Batman fanatic.
Mr. James ended
Yeah.
off with a nice one.
All right, let's
Did
pick
you
a
do
got
your
some time.
red flag?
I did.
What was your red
She
flag?
asks me what my horoscope is.
Oh, horoscope. Yeah.
No good.
Let's
That's
see.
the
Let's
first
pick a
question I
good
ask
one.
people.
Coney Island?
Guys and
We're gonna do
girls,
the bakery
I swear.
one?
Well,
What
Coney
the angel
Island?
number is?
Which one?
I have 444 tattooed on my chest. So
No.
I have it.
Serious?
I have it tattooed on my wrist.
444?
Bing.
Stop. Wait, what does that mean for you?
That was his weight before he went on.
Before he started taking those Ozempic.
It don't really mean anything to me. It's just more so about if I see it, I feel like things are aligning the way they're supposed to.
I see it all the time.
You
It's
know?
nuts.
Yeah, I see 111 a lot too. I think
see
maybe it's just in our
333 a
heads
lot.
though.
But this was my grandfather's lucky lotto number. It just so happens to be an angel number.
Oh, I love that.
We should play it.
Well, I won when on his. This is why I got it, because when he died, the day of his funeral, I got there early, so I went across the street and I bought lotto tickets. It was the first time ever I won, and I buy them all the
wow,
time.
that's awesome.
Yeah, first and only time I ever
cool.
won the lotto.
All right, so we're gonna try to get the last two in here.
Oh, okay.
We still got
What is
time.
the best Coney Island memory?
Oh, I dip.
I got two.
I dip. I do the. I
do the
I-
pole-
yeah.
you do the polar bear thing?
plunge?
Yeah.
Not
that's my
specific.
favorite.
I guess going to West 33rd as a kid, and then we got into me and my boys. We got into our worst bar fight at Pecky O'Neill's in Coney Island. We were like 18 years old.
Peggy
so
News is the best. It was the
That's your
best
best
time ever.
memory?
It was a good memory looking back on it. In the moment, it was not good. But now looking back on it, yeah, in hindsight,
They're
it was
fun.
fun.
They're
It was
fun
a good
memories. I think just taking, what was it? There was the N train that went there, right?
The D. Well, the D, the N.
We used to just take it from Bensonhurst, all of us. We would go there with no towels or no chairs, and somehow, some way, we had no money in our pocket, and we would just hang out.
So we did like a Sandlot kind of night, Peggy O'Neill's drinking, and then we went to the amusement park over there, and we went on the Ferris wheel and all that other shit.
It's amazing.
And we went to about like vomiting. Not a good time, but it was like the funnest night ever. I was with like 4 of my best friends, and it's just great time. And it's funny you say about the fight thing. I feel like growing up, everyone should get into at least one fight. Kind of know like what's going on. I think not only builds character, it makes you understand consequences for opening your mouth in certain situations.
100%.
I think everyone should get into a fight. You got to get punched in the face one time to understand what's going on.
I can kind of like guess yours. That's how long we've been friends. It was working at Peggy O'Neill's.
You worked at Peggy O'Neill's?
I was 13 years old when I worked there. I'm not joking around. And they used to close the bar. And Peggy O'Neill's is actually attached to Cyclone Stadium. So we used to go grab drinks from the cooler inside. Us and a bunch of employees literally sit, watch the fireworks, or just drink. And then one day I got home drunk. My father went out of his mind, lost his mind. Old school Guinea went in there, lost his mind. But of one of the best times of my life, honestly, Coney Island.
All right. Last one. What local landmark should never be touched?
Coney Island.
What she said.
I third that.
Is there a specific thing in Coney Island or the
John,
whole?
what do you feel about this new casino that's going to be built?
He cannot wait to say something.
I love you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because the answer to that question is Coney Island. The answer to that question is all of fucking Coney Island. And there should be no casino that goes into Coney Island because I don't look dead in the camera. Hopefully I am front and center, okay? Because go look at Atlantic City, go look at the area surrounding Aqueduct in Queens. Disgusting. Coney Island is already kind of shitty, and they're trying to build it up. They got
it's already kind of shitty. Don't change a thing. Don't touch it.
They're working on it. They're building the apartment buildings. They're like $4,000 one bedrooms, yada, yada, yada. We do not need a casino in Coney Island. Go put it in City Field. Go put it in Times Square. Go put it where Trump Links used to be, up in the Bronx and Westchester, whatever the fuck. They're only giving away three permits for the casinos. One does not belong on Coney Island. So my simple answer to that is Coney Island, the Ferris wheel, the cyclone, the fucking parachute
stands,
jump, the whole fucking thing. Leave it alone, please. Please leave it alone.
I vote no to the casino.
Thank you.
Good.
You got my vote.
You got
yes,
my
for you.
say that
I had your vote.
Fuck, man.
An hour and a half ago.
We got 2 big things coming up. We're going to end it off like this. John, South Brooklyn versus everybody. Where could they find the shirts? Where could they find the merch?
At worldwide.com. Yes, South Brooklyn versus everybody. I appreciate you guys. It means everything to me. They're up now.
And Janine, what are the events coming up? Where could people find you online? Shout out your socials. Any events coming up?
So my next event is at Sarico's, Dyker Heights, August 5th. You can buy tickets and find out more about me on my website, which is www.Janine4, spell it out, F-O-R, Brooklyn.com. That's also my Facebook and my IG and maybe my Twitter and maybe my, what's the other one?
Pinterest.
TikTok. TikTok. Yeah, Janine4 Brooklyn.
It's amazing. All right, guys, I appreciate you all for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Vote for
This is so much
Janine,
fun.
right?
Vote for Janine.
Janine4
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, we go hard.
Thanks for tuning in to Intentionally Unintelligent. We hope you enjoyed our dive into the unfiltered and raw stories of today's movers and shakers. If you loved what you heard, be sure to subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Until next time, keep it real, keep it raw, and stay intentionally unintelligent.